turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
If we endorse you as a presidential candidate, go and sleep. 16 million votes are in your kitty. McBan, boss. Now, this is what McBan is saying. Talking about Miyetti Allah, they said, if they endorse you as a candidate, say go and sleep. You have 60 million votes in your kitty. 60 million votes are in your kitty. They are in your kitty. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and drink and marry. Start receiving congratulatory messages. You have won the election. We have 60 million votes. Look at what I said. They said, look, the president of the group, they said his name is Baba Osman Ngazama. He said that they have not made any statement until now, talking about the person they have endorsed. That's what he's saying. Said the reason is not far-fetched. Said because endorsing any presidential candidate, means that that person will have 60 million votes in his kitty. And they are waiting for someone who will be a person that will propagate, their activities, their nomadic lifestyle, promote their nomadic lifestyle of moving into people's farmlands to destroy their crops and chase them away. Yes, to control the rampage in the north central states. So somebody who will support them, who will stay behind them, and they will have the comfort, they will have the effrontery, they have the gout to attack people in their villages, in their own ancestral lands, claiming ownership of what doesn't belong to them. So they said that's what they're waiting for. So that's why they're here to choose between the presidential candidate, particularly of the four, they said, of the four leading candidates of the APC, PDP, Labour, and NNPP. All right. In his word, he said, "Look, we are going to show our numerical strength in this year's elections. Whoever we agree to vote for, we get a block vote. And whichever candidate we endorse, we win the election because we have about 16 million registered voters from the pastoralist community in Nigeria." That's the statement of Osman Ngazama, who is the leader of the group. All right? So their fallacy, they're still propagating it. If we only Miyetti Allah have 60 million voters, 60 million voters or votes, as the case may be, then how much more is the northern Nigeria? The voters in northern Nigeria, how many are there? Are we talking about population? They say Nigeria is 200 million estimation. If there are 200 million estimation, then how many people is above 18 years? How many persons have closed their P50s? And you say you have up to 16 million voters. These are fallacious statements, carrying figures, that they cannot verify to put forward, so that they will rig the vote. That's what they're doing. They use groups, agencies. These people they are being sponsored now to come and say all these things. That only Miyetti Allah can give someone, Makaban, 60 million votes. Who is doing that? Where is happening? Who is doing the vote? Where are they? Where are the voters? 60 million. We know they are causing problems, but they're not much number. This Fulani you are talking about, they are causing trouble because of it is innate in them. They are uncivilized people. We have to face reality. People who are still moving from forest, sleeping in the forest, are they civilized? Once you call a spade by its name, you understand what we're saying. There are a certain time last year when the Miyetti Allah want to conduct a particular conference, they were being interviewed, their leadership were interviewed, the organizers of the event were being interviewed. Say, are you making an arrangement for the hotels where they will stay? Their response was, look, we are not making any arrangement for hotels, even as we have acknowledged that thousands, hundreds of thousands will be coming for this program. So why do you have money to do that? Rather, he went on to say that the Fulani people, the nomads, say they are not even interested in sleeping in hotels. Say they can sleep anywhere in the bush, as long as there is cover, a shed that will cover them. So some people can hang on the trees and sleep. Some people can. So people who could come from travel, come from Niger, come from Chad, Senegal, travel to Nigeria, and all they can do is to sleep and eat in the forest, take their bath in the bush, and come out and do a conference. Well, are they civilized people? And when you travel, you won't travel with document. Are they traveling with international passport? They will come to the border, migrate. Oh my goodness. That's how they appear during that conference. Did you see them in Nigeria making money because they are arriving from airport, paying for logistics, paying for hotel, paying for drinks, buying bottled water or even sachet water, doing business, entering cabs. So that the economy will rejig and money will go into people's hands because few people are making a conference. No such a thing. They will to go through the forest, meander to the bush, and come from there are foreigners coming to the country. So this is what Nigerians are facing. So these kind of people, you understand that they are not civilized. There's no point, beating a dead liar. Okay? They are not civilized. And that is it. So they said that they will bring 60 million votes. And we say, okay, continue with your fallacy to rig vote. That is what you are doing. People should watch out. They are not ready to do any vote. Those people who are training them, who are supporting them, they want to use them to cause confusion. That's all. They want to use it to cause confusion. That's why anything you are saying about them, let us do ranching. Nobody is listening to you. What government is trying to create is, grazing routes. They're interested in grazing routes than ranching. Yes. Ruga. That a state should be doing Ruga when they're not interested in that business. If Bauchi is interested, they should do Ruga there. If Zamfara is interested, they should do Ruga. If Ogomba they should do Ruga. If Katsina, they should do Ruga. Borno, they should do Ruga. They should do Ruga in those states. They're interested. Jigawa, Kebbi, Adamawa, they're plenty. Can't. Now you want to force it down the throat of the people in the southeast, south, even southwest, to come and do Ruga, and you're bribing them. You have ulterior motive. You have a ulterior motive, and we have seen it. It has been dictated. That's it. So the Fulani people are promising presidential candidates 60 million votes. Support us, we'll give you 60 million votes. They are bringing a bet to them. But they know those who will support them. Yes. And they know that there are certain persons who will not support them. There are those who have the tendencies of their characteristics. It will be difficult for those people to align with them. So they should stop beating around the bush and move straight to those who are sponsoring